All right, and we are live from my studio. Hamburg Sunday 2026, number 19 on 17th May 2026, and live from my room in Hamburg. I'm ready to watch another tournament with many participants. As you see on the screen, there are 14 people already, 20 more seconds to go before the tournament begins. 15, all right, we have many strong people participating. Also some new faces, I think. No, not really. I know every single one of them. And we are ready to start at any moment. 3, 2, 1, and it is supposed to have started with 16th person coming late. Very unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Alright, never mind. Let me remove the screen and start watching the tournament. I don't know where to start. I'm overwhelmed, but we need to start. And I hope it works. Because right now nothing works. 18 players right now. 18. Some people came late for sure, but that's how it goes sometimes. Also, I think there is no sound right now, but I will work on that. Let me turn on the sound. Sound should be back with the next move. Don't you worry. But we also have more games to focus on. We have this and that and this and that. I just keep on adding games. This game has already finished somehow. I don't know why. Let me move forward. Tuan is playing against Hendrik 42. Exciting stuff. Molten Chess is playing against Awesome Caramel. Awesome Caramel I'm seeing for the first time in our tournaments, but that's fine. Everyone is welcome. Makanter against Balish 0-4, and I think that's already the limit of my screen. But there's also a game between Marcino and Kutalist, who played each other on Friday in Kulturladen. I remember that. Now they're playing online in this tournament. Alright, a lot is happening. Yair is fighting against Runter von Mir. The fight of generations, you could say, but I should not reveal the age of any of the players. That would be unethical. That tactical trades, and I think it favors Runter von Mir. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe Yair actually won the trade of wits here. And he's being up what? Up a queen? That's crazy. Yair, go Yair. That's my teammate. David misclicked and lost. I assume that's what happened. And that's okay. Life goes on. Was it David? I think it was David. Let me check the standings. The standings are not updating yet, but that seems to be the case, yes. Mr. Dance also with the late join in the tournament. Excited to see him play. Mr. Dance. Also, let me check the WhatsApp group if sign. Yeah, nothing is happening there. We're all good. We're set to go. Can Yair beat Runter von Mir? That will be a crazy stuff. I would welcome that. But Yair really needs to lock in. I think he has been on vacation. Maybe he hasn't. I think I'm lying. He hasn't been on vacation. I'm just a liar. Anyways, at some point he has been on vacation. Not recently, but at some point. And at that point, as he was in Mexico, he might have learned some dark arts of chess, which will help him win tonight in this match and maybe in this tournament. He's a strong player. Well, Yair is trying to win here. Let's look around for a moment. We have a match between Ranveer and William 2806. It seems that Ranveer is down a bishop. That's how it goes sometimes. In the game between Hendrik and Tuan, everything looks equal and even Steven in this match. Yeah. We might return here later. This seems like a tough battle ahead. But Hendrik is up on time. He has a huge time advantage. Let's look what's happening between Awesome Caramel and Molten Chess. If my lies are not deceiving me, Molten Chess is losing this game. At the very least, he is missing a queen, and his opponent has a queen. And that's just the tragedy of life sometimes. David says he wants to play queen e5, not bishop e5, and that's how he misclicked and lost his match. Alright. Sometimes the tragedies happen in round number 1. Okay, Ranveer, I see, lost already against William. He was down a bishop, maybe he lost even more. But what is happening here? Is Molten Chess losing against Awesome Caramel? Who is Awesome Caramel? Is it a new account? A secret GM? A secret someone? Let me look on another screen. Don't mind me when I do. I want to know. Awesome Caramel joined the website yesterday. Alright. He did play some online matches. He played 30 games, so I don't think there's anything suspicious as of now, but who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Either way, welcome to Awesome Caramel, potentially winning against Molten Chess. Isn't it a checkmate? It is a checkmate, and Awesome Caramel beats Molten Chess in round number 1. Alright. Whatever happened here, it did happen here. Game review, no time to check. In this game, Marcino is up in material against Jutalist. I don't know what his name is or how to pronounce it, but he's up in material for sure. I also met Marcino on Friday in Kulturladen. That was epic. Always nice to see people who I only commentated, then see them in person, then you know who they are, you know what they are, you know what they look like, you know who they are, and that's important. Chess is still about people and connection between people. But yeah, in this game, Marcino seems to be winning. What's happening in the game between Tuan and Hendrik 42? Still very equally looking. Alright, let's return later. Is Yair still keeping his advantage? He might be indeed keeping his advantage, and he's promoting his pawn very soon. His pawn is on b2. Hello, right, height 47652. Welcome to the show, welcome to the stream. It's Hamburg Sunday 2026, 17th of May, number 19. Welcome to the show. We are watching chess and it's Sunday. And yeah, we're having a good time. Is everyone having a good time? Is everyone enjoying chess? Because I am enjoying chess with a cup of coffee. Join me in this adventure of chess. And now we have queen against rook in this game between Yair Sanchez-Reyes and Runter von Mir. Yair might just do it. Yair might just win this impossible match. And that's just amazing. I would celebrate him. He pushes another pawn relentlessly, threatening to promote to another queen. No fear, no pain. Ice cold, he's transforming another pawn into a queen while trading his other queen for the last piece of white. But white is also not giving up. He might still be playing for a stalemate tricks. Can he do that? Yair has way too much time on the clock. It might be impossible, but you never know. That's the magic of chess. If you see mate in 2, scream right now. Yell it. Alright, Yair found the mate, but we have more games to watch. Tuan has lost against Hendrik 42, and in this game Marcino is still having a lead, but he also might just win on time because his opponent, Black IG Kutalish, however you pronounce it, has only 10 seconds on the clock. Molten Cheese has indeed lost to Awesome Caramel, and Runta von Mir has also lost in the round number 1, which means we might just have a crazy tournament tonight. Anyone can win. It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. Molten Chess, I don't know what happened here. I really don't know. It just went like this. And so far it looks good. But at some point Molten Chess has lost his queen. I don't know when that happened. Maybe here. No. Not yet. Wait. Did it happen here? Hold on, I'm confused. So Molten Chess captures the pawn here, Then this happens here. Molten Chess captures the pawn, not realizing he might lose his queen to this queen. Alright, so Molten Chess might have to fight an uphill battle tonight. Alright, we're in the round number 2 and I have 20 players here. What is happening? I have no idea. But we have to get going. We have to keep moving. We are watching a game between William 2806 against Yair. We are watching also a game between who? We're watching a game between Marcino and Havani Herani. Nice to see Havani. He hasn't been playing in the recent tournament, but it's nice that he is back. We also have Hendrik42 against Awesome Caramel. Awesome Caramel who won against Molten Cheese in the round number 1. Scandalous, spectacular. Can he do it again? Can he win some more? I have many questions. In this game we have Ranveer 100 against Runter von Meer. We also have Molten Chess playing against Tuan. Tuan is having some very tough opponents 2 rounds in a row. But just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's just how it goes. In other matches we have Abuye 23 against Makanter, and we also have David is playing against Kulturladen. Yeah, we have Birds opening Sturm Gambit. What does that mean? Oh, interesting. This is some stuff I've never seen in my bird course. But let's go, David. Show the bird. Show your bird. Maybe your bird is even greater than mine. Anyways, let's move on to some other games. Even though I want to watch this bird match, I always do. But I'm also invested in some other stories. Can Awesome Caramel beat Hendrik42? He beat Molten Cheese. Can he beat Awesome Caramel? I mean, let me put it again. He beat Molten Cheese. Wait, cheese against caramel. There's something there. Cheese against caramel. I didn't realize that. Alright. But now Caramel is facing Hendrik42, and Hendrik42 is a serious force that you need to reckon with. You don't joke around with Hendrik42. Some tactics here. I'm confused. Yeah, alright, this bishop is threatening the queen. That's why this rook doesn't really want to take the rook, because then he loses the queen. That makes sense. So, yeah, Awesome Caramel with the tactic. Do not underestimate Awesome Caramel. He has the moves. Hendrik42 with his own tactic, attacking the queen while losing his own. And now Awesome Caramel shows a nice moves, but still not ahead after all these exchanges. Hendrik42 had the proper reply to Awesome Caramel. Who is this Awesome Caramel? Why is he so strong? Anyway, let's see what's happening in other games. In the game between Ranveer and Runter von Meer, Ranveer has +2 advantage by move 24. Good for him. Maybe Runter von Meer is not having greatest the tournament. What was the opening here? D4 F5. Dang. You never see this anymore. But now you do. Well, hasn't been working out for him, the Durash Gambit, but let's go. Always hyped to see some cool openings. Well, now his king is walking in the center. Something strange is happening here with Runter von Meer, but well, that's his plan, we respect that. He is a multiple champion of this tournament. He knows what he is doing. Speaking of the champions, Molten Chess. Molten Cheese is doing things to Juan here, isn't he? That's some interesting structure surrounding the king. And a queen facing towards the king. And now this pawn. Asking for blood. Asking for vengeance. Alright, what's next? A battery? How will Tuan defend? Will he bring his knight to? No, he will put his knight in the front. But pawns just keep on coming. Next move, yeah, knight d5, let's go. Molten Cheese with the moves. Molten Cheese with the moves. Will he castle? Yes, ice cold castling. You might struggle to defend, but I castle, and I'm ready to destroy. That's the mentality of the champion. Mentality of molten cheese. Molten cheese is like it's like melted cheese. You put cheese in microwave and it's molten? That's so confusing. But that's chess to you guys. Chess can be confusing. Alright, in the other match, William 2806 has won against Yair. And Yair, after recording a great victory in the first round, loses quickly in the second one. Unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles, as we all know. We just have to keep going. Alright, Hendrik 42 against Awesome Caramel. And Awesome Caramel still keeps the equality against Hendrik. And to be fair, Hendrik is down in exchange, but he has more pawns. So technically, Awesome Caramel might have something up his sleeve with his pair of rooks. Something is cooking here, and I'm not sure what. Does this attack? But of course, Black can either run away or simply put his pawn on front. Either two or one, but then they will be captured one way or another. Something is happening here. And Awesome Caramel needs to react. He does not react. He allows this check, believing that he is fine afterwards. Is he really fine? Because Awesome Caramel has this capture on g4 next. So perhaps Hendrik needs to do something about this. Did he miss that? Did he miss this? My idea was he was supposed to block it with a pawn, like just defend it, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But alright, where we are heading now is rook against bishop. Rook against the bishop, an equal amount of pawns. Now there's this one disconnected pawn for black, but I think it's not so simple. Either way, I'm super invested in this. In the other match, Marcino drew against Havani Herani. Great result for Marcino. Havani is a strong player. Do not underestimate him. That's what I know. Alright, but we're still here. We're still having this match between Hendrik 42 and Awesome Caramel. Can Hendrik do magic in this bishop against rook ending? Can he summon the dark arts of chess? Yeah, the disadvantage for Caramel still is this disconnected pawns, but they're not that far away from each other, so technically the king could sort of take care of both pawns. But what also needs to be paid attention to, that currently both two paired pawns for black are on the dark squares, while white only has light squared bishop. But maybe if he can target this e6 pawn with this bishop, which simply doesn't feel possible. So both players nicely agreed on a draw. Yeah. Does Engine agree it's a draw? I wonder. I really want to know. Engine thinks black is better, I guess. Yes, the rook is still stronger than a bishop, and you're supposed to be able to convert. But Caramel decided to make it a draw, make it easier for himself. But alright, there's still some games ongoing. Let's go, guys. This is Randy against Rutafami, and Randy has +5 advantage. But it's basically 2 rooks against 2 rooks, but Randy has 5 pawns extra. That's crazy. How does one have this many pawns? And how do you see this and don't give up? You have to believe in yourself. I guess it's still not so simple, right? King in the center, and it's sort of difficult, complicated. You don't know what to do. Nobody does when you play chess. But yeah, not easy, not simple, not basic. What will happen here? What will actually happen here? Can anyone solve this position in 30 seconds? So for Randir, of course, ideally he would just trade everything and push his pawns and then pre-move some queen checkmate, right? But Runter for me also knows that, and he will not allow such a simple ending to this match. So Randir is trying to promote his h-pawn, I guess. He's pushing his h-pawn while the rooks keep dancing around these pawns. He just dropped the h-pawn, never mind. And he dropped another pawn, so now with only 3 pawns left for white. Another pawn is down. 2 pawns left for white. But yeah, now the corner for black's king is getting smaller and smaller. But black continues to adding pressure on him. But both players have 7 seconds on the clock. This is such an impossible situation to have. I mean, maybe you just go for repetition real quick. Just don't lose on time, come on. Just repeat. Yeah. Oh my god. Actually, Ranvir won on time somehow. Ranvir was much lower, and yet Runter Famia started thinking, and yeah. Maybe he didn't want to win on time, I don't know. Alright, we're moving on to the next round. I automatically got the game between William 2806 and Balish 04. It seems to be board number 1. Alright, both players with 2 points. Let's go. I also need to close all the previous games because, I don't know. Chess.com is not cooking tonight. And we still have Hendrik, 42 against Marcino. We have Molten Chess playing against Ranvir. Molten Chess with 1 point and Ranvir also with 1 point. Interesting. Alright, we also have here Yair Sanchez Tejas playing against... I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's call him Abo. Abo? Abo. Abo. If someone knows how to pronounce this name, let me know. For now, he's Abo. Yair against Abo in this match. And I think Yair is already down in material. Dramatic start for him. Anyways. Here we have Sam 2-1, 2-2-2-2-2-2 against David. And Vadim joined the tournament late. Alright, Runter from is playing against Vadim 2025. And Makanter is playing against Tuan. Both with 0 points. Drama. Tragedy. But I know Tuan can win this. Tuan is a strong player. And he's undeservedly with 0 points after 2 rounds. But who knows? I don't know. Alright, I added too many games on my screen and now I have to work with that. Let's see what's happening on board number 1 between Balish and William, or William and Balish. Whichever order you prefer. Still equality, but I would argue White's king is somewhat exposed here, but yet Black doesn't really have resources. He has no bishops to bring over. The queen is here. There's also an open d file where all the roos could join. But for now, yeah. Yeah, William is the first to put a rook on open d file. Balish responds with his rook on d file, and now, yeah, now just let them cook. Let them decide what they want to do. Right, a slow match, but I'm still invested in the story of Awesome Caramel. Awesome Caramel is facing Avani Herani in round number 2. My screen says it was a London system game. Any fans of London system in the chat? Any huge fans of London system? I don't have anything personal against London system personally, but I don't know. I've had some tough games. My coffee is, sorry, yeah, thank you for reminding, I really need my coffee. Coffee is right here, right meow, in my hands, ready to be consumed. And I do really need coffee. I woke up early today and I feel somewhat tired right now. And yeah. And I'm talking so much, eventually I will lose all that energy and I will need to replenish it with some fake energy, some coffee. Alright, let me check the WhatsApp chat because I think I'm having many notifications. Awesome Caramel is a very good friend. He does not have a YouTube channel to answer. Alright. Very good friend. Welcome to the tournament. Should we call him a very good friend from now on? Awesome Caramel, you're a very good friend. Maybe we can all be very good friends. Aren't we all friends, guys? Aren't we all friends? Chess connected us and made us the bestest of friends. The bestest of chess friends. We are all very good chess friends. We like to do chess together on Sunday. We gather every Sunday together on YouTube, on chess.com, and watch chess, play chess, doing this friends stuff, being friends with each other. Ain't that beautiful, guys? Ain't that nice? All right. Yeah, I kind of got lost here, and on the other side of the board, I have to say, Awesome Caramel, you are a very good friend, but you are down in material, and maybe your majestic run in this tournament is coming to an end, and this game against Havani, who's also about to reach 2000 Blitz ELO points on this website, which is pretty cool. This is my big goal, to reach 2000, but not in Blitz. Blitz is, for me, not something I'm really striving for. I'm a very slow chess player, I like to think longer, so eventually I want to hit 2000 in Rapid. That's my goal. And yeah, eventually Classical as well, but that will take some time. I'm still a new player in chess, I still have lots to learn. The openings, the strategy, the tactics. So much to learn, so much to say. And yeah, Havani is just doing good here, having a knight up, but props to Awesome Caramel, he's putting a great fight here. He has this imposing pawns here, stretching from H to C file, and he's still striving for greatness. He's not giving up. He's trying to give some hard time to his opponent. In other news, oh, Hendrik 42 won against Marcino. That's another point for Hendrik, and he's moving up in the table. Yair with another loss against Abo. Then we also have David, who won against Sam. Sam 2-1, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. Many twos there. Many twos. Made him lose. Alright, Tuan won against Makantar, just like I predicted. Makantar, you come back in the next round, alright? Runter from me is having a ginormous time advantage against Vadim 2025, and he's also up in material. Runter van Meer will win this round for sure. Then we also have Molten Cheese playing against Ranveer. +1 in material as of now, but what is actually happening? Where are this +1 in material? So Molten Chess, his F rook is just locked in on defense here right now, defending the F pawn. Fair enough. And he has 2 pawns advantage here, I mean 1 pawn advantage, 2 versus 1 on the queen side. And yeah. The black king might be more exposed, but also it's only the queen that's potentially ever threatening it. Question is whether the queen will come to c7 at some point, but then the rook will come to e8, and that doesn't feel as nice as the alternatives. Yeah. I'm sort of invested in this match. Yeah, in the other game, Caramel, a very good friend, Awesome Caramel, has lost against Havani. And Hendrik 42, yeah, we already decided that won against Marcino. In this game, nothing is clear yet. No, so it was Danish Gambit. Cool. e4, e5, d4 takes Danish Gambit. You also do not see that very often anymore. And it can be quite scary. I remember when I was still starting in chess, I also wanted to be like a Danish Gambit player. I was trying all sorts of gambits. But yeah, people just don't accept it or do something good, and then I forget my moves, and that was my thinking why I didn't want to stick to gambits. I was not enjoying the process. Alright, Molten Cheese with the attack on e7 with the rook, seemingly letting a5 pawn being captured. I guess he could counter capture here on b7 and then bring his queen to e7 and have a nice battery for the winning attack. Maybe that's the plan. Let's see. Capture b7, bring the queen to e7 and target the king. At the same time, Runner has an option to give a check. He does indeed give a check. He can give another check from somewhere, not here, of course. That would hang the queen. You don't want to hang the queen. Never hang the queen. And now, yes, indeed, we have the battery here, ready to attack, but black, yeah, he has an answer. He simply puts his queen on g8, defending the pawn here. And Molten Chess is ready to trade the queens and work for the b pawn here. The b pawn wants to get promoted. And now both rooks are occupied, staring at this b5 pawn. At the same time, Molten Chess is pushing his pawns on the king side, trying to create some confusion. And he did it. He created a checkmate confusion. Right here. You should already see, yeah, but anyways. Yeah, unfortunately the game starts automatically and I don't get to enjoy the beautiful checkmate by Molten Chess. The good old dark cards of Molten Chess happened again. And he won. Alright, but we're moving on to round number 4. Round number 4, and this is board number 1, I assume. And William 2806 is playing against Henrik 42. Board number 2, we have Havani playing against Bader 04. Board number 3, Molten Chess playing against David. David playing against Molten Chess. Birds opening, let's go. Always up for some birds opening. Abo is playing against Marcino. Then we have Awesome Caramel playing against Runter von Meer. We also have Kutalis playing against Ranmir 100. We have Vadim playing against Yair Sanchez Tayes. Yair won in the first round against Runter von Meer and then he just lost every single game afterwards. Tragedy. Tuan is playing against Sam 2-1-2-2-2-2-2-2-2-2. And they are playing Scandinavian. Alright. Tuan is someone who made me stop playing Scandinavian. Like, I was playing Scandinavian against him multiple games in a row. And he played the same line, but every single time I hated my position. And I realized, I really do not enjoy playing Scandinavian. And that's why I stopped playing Scandinavian. That's my story. That's the story of my life. And now I'm playing e4, e5, and I'm having a good time. Anyways, what happened to birds opening here in the game between Molten Chess and David? Wait, why is it upside down? Some bird. So David is playing the system of bird, and I do not like it. I disapprove of the system for birds opening, but well, it's also not really my opinion, but it's just something that I'm following the teachings of Bird from GM Raven Stewart. And in the most cases he disapproves of the system for the birds opening. And I also don't really like playing it, I think. Yeah. So yeah, for that reason in this game I'm rooting for Molten Chess. Absolutely. Molten Chess, let's go. Destroy this birds opening system that I don't like. Maybe it's something like birds Leningrad variation because it's similar to Dutch Leningrad with its structure. And yeah, not a fan. Although I'm a fan of Dutch Leningrad. I'm not a fan of bird Leningrad. And that's a huge difference. A huge difference. Alright. Huge difference. But yeah, Molten Chess, up in material, no advantage. Also David's king is sort of in a weird spot here, but it seems to be fine. The light squared bishop for black is also not really useful at the moment because of this pawn structure. But Molten Chess is playing for this h pawn, which is, yeah, a passed pawn. He already set up a battery behind it, and he might just push it. He's like, whatever, I'm pushing. You do whatever I want, or you do whatever you want, I'll push my pawn. But also at the same time, David can easily defend this pawn, so he can make his own battery if he wants to. There's a bishop, there's a knight. He's just ready to defend. And the problem for Molten Chess right now is this bishop. This bishop is inactive. And maybe that's why he's pushing the pawn to maybe open up the position a little more. Enable this bishop to enter the game, enter the position. And yeah, make things possible. So yeah, right now the pawn was under attack by 3 pieces. That's why Molten Chess was tempted to move this pawn forward, and no, actually, interestingly enough, Molten Chess doesn't capture the pawn here to open up the position. He pushes it forward, closes up the position for white instead. Interesting. Interesting stuff here. Yeah, this is turning into some sort of a positional struggle here, positional battle. In the other game, Marcino has already lost against Abo, and I'll take a sip of coffee to enjoy the remainder of this beautiful match between David and Molten Chess. With the birds opening, live on TV, live on YouTube. Hamburg Sunday 2026, number 19. Welcome to the show, welcome to the stream. We're live on YouTube. Press the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, just to, to support the channel, to let me know that you support, you appreciate what I'm doing here every Sunday, or every other Sunday. I'm not at home every Sunday, but whenever I'm home, I'm trying to stream this, to provide the show, to provide a live broadcast for this fantastic tournament that we have. And alright, Molten Chess doesn't have a pawn advantage anymore, but his pawns are pushing, he's bringing a lot of pressure. And the deeper we get into the endgame, the stronger the bishop gets. At least that's what they say. And now another piece of knowledge for the endgames. Molten Chess puts all of his pawns on dark squares because his bishop is the light squared one, so that his bishop can move around freely and target all the light squared targets. And one pawn down, another pawn down. Molten Chess. Savage. Spielst du AEM? Nein, ich spiele nicht AEM. I'm not playing the individual championship of chess. I wanted to, but my last game in Kreisliga was so bad that I'm just depressed. I don't want to play chess. I mean, I want to play chess, but I'm so unhappy with my chess. Like, I played so badly in my last game that I feel like I need to go to the mountains. Spend a few months in the mountains. Learn how to play chess. Practice everything. Rethink all my life decisions. Finish the Bogor's book, 5,000 chess puzzles. Grind online for some time. 10,000 bird games. And then I'll be back for big chess scene. But right now I'm very sad with my chess, and I just, don't even feel like playing classical games. I need to improve. Alright, sorry for wondering. In this match, Molten Chess won beautiful against David. It was pure destruction of the bird Leningrad system, just like we like it. In this game, William 2806 has 2 minutes advantage over Hendrik 42, but only +1 in material. Hendrik 42 has no choice but to play bullet this very moment. Every single move has to be instantaneous. For some reason this knight hasn't been captured by the rook, but maybe I'm missing a tactic. Maybe because this rook is defending the knight. There could be the reasons. There could be many reasons, but these two players surely know better than I do, because these players are fantastic. However, Hendrik 42 really has to play bullet, and he is really just repeating position. Will this be a draw by repetition? Something strange is happening. No, no more repetition. They pushed some pawns. They pushed the knight forward. William doesn't want it to be a repetition. He believes he earned a win. He's up in material. He's up in time by a lot. Hendrik 42 with only 3 seconds. It's mission impossible. Actually impossible to do anything here. Only 2 seconds left. I'm just intrigued. Can he do something with 2 seconds? Probably not, but who knows. Also, always very smart thing to do by white, to give a check. Distract the opponent. Alright, yeah. Hendrik 42 couldn't keep up the speed and he loses on time. I mean, he resigned, but he would lose on time otherwise. And here we have Balish 04 also having a huge time advantage against Havani. But here, Balish is lower in material, but he has so much more time. He will just win right now. Alright. Here we have Awesome Caramel losing by a lot against Runterfamia. Plus 15 for black. Crazy stuff. Here we have a game between Tuan. Tuan just texted in the chat. Why are you texting during your game? No respect. Alright. Tuan is +2 in material, but both players have 20 seconds on the clock. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff is happening. I need some coffee. Oh, these players are finishing the match. But yeah, this is round number 4, so we have 2 more games to watch. I mean, 2 more rounds to watch. Many games to watch. But 2 rounds. Many games in the 2 remaining rounds. Alright. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I need coffee. I always need coffee. Yeah, so this was a bit spooky for a moment because the back rank for white was exposed, but now after A3, white is totally fine. Black still goes for a check, but it's not gonna achieve anything. And 0.1 on the clock for white. Or for black, and white wins on time. Alright, time to move into round number 1. Did I break my microphone? No, I didn't. We are coolio. Alright, is this board number 1? Maybe. William 2806 playing against Abo. Then we also have, let me fix the screen for me first. Alright, then we have Balish 04 playing against Molten Chess. Okay, Balish has 4 points, so I guess he's a leader at the moment. Balish, let's go. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're coming back to our events very soon. I hope you join our team for the next season. We need strong players for sure. Alright. Can he beat Molten Chess? That's the question I want to know. Can you beat Molten Chess? Alright, here we have Hendrik 42 against Havani, both with 2.5 points. Interesting stuff. Then we also have Runtafani against Tuan. So very interesting. Then we have Ranvir 100 against Vadim 2025. And then we have Marcino against Makanter. And at last we have another game between Sam and Kutalist. Both with 1 point. Playing French defense. Why do you play French defense? Nobody knows. But some people really like French defense. I have a student who plays French defense. And even I had to learn a bit about the French defense. And this opening is so deep. There are just layers to it. So many layers. You just have to respect it. Alright, but let's go back. Let's go back for a moment. What's happening in the other games? For instance, here, William 2806 against Abo, Yugoslav variation of King's Indian attack, whatever that is. I know what King's Indian attack is. Not sure which one is Yugoslav variation, but I'm fine with that. One doesn't have to know everything. You gotta be able to find happiness in your ignorance. Whatever that means. But there's some tactics here. Alright, so he's offering a knight to capture a piece here. Alright. Tactics on the board. The question is, does white want to capture here or gonna go back? What would you do? I mean, capturing seems reasonable, but maybe you want to keep your last square bishop just in case. But then you might be worried about letting the other bishop stay alive and then allowing some attacks on this last square bishop. I don't know. Many options possible. And now, yeah, also this pin that needs to be watched out for. Able missed the pin, and now he is under this unpleasant attack by black. Yeah, so black destroys the defense of white and captures the bishop. And seemingly huge advantage for black, for William. William will end up with 4 points, most likely. Alright, but I really wanted to know, what will Balish do against Molten Chess? That's the biggest question of the night for me. Or one of the biggest questions. I always have many questions, but this question is also pretty big. Quite a big question. Alright, and yeah, they're fighting for this d4 pawn. Why not? The problem for black has more pieces aiming towards this pawn, but It's simply blocked. Alright. White tried to go for some tactics like, yeah, capture this or capture your queen, but no. Molten Chess is not stupid. Molten Chess knows what he's doing. So he tries to counterattack, but now there's this super powerful battery, almost Alechin's gun. It's slightly different order, but maybe it's also a gun. A gun with 2 rooks and a queen in the middle. Quite a battery, very cinematic. We all like movies with cool guns. Or maybe I'm just assuming, but either way. Alright, capturing might be dangerous because then there's the spin on the queen and king, something to watch out for. Misclick from me, Tuan misclicked, alright, Tuan lost against Rudolfomir as far as I can see. Yes, seems to be the case. This game is over, alright. Yeah, alright, let's... No time to analyze, we have to keep moving. Marcino has won against Macante and Marcino has 2.5 points right now. Why, but I'm still invested in this game. I'm still invested. Molten Chess against Ballers 04. Who can come out on top? Yeah, where's Mr. Richard? I miss Mr. Richard. I also don't see Mr. Dance. Where's Mr. Dance? Where's Mr. Richard? Where are all the gentlemen? I want gentlemen to be playing. Where are the gentlemen? Alright, but at the same time, Molten Chess, this super, extremely powerful D pawn became a queen. While we were not watching. But now also some super scary attacks happening to the king here. What is going on? What is happening? What is happening here, guys? What's going on? What's the business? What's the checkmate? Alright, so in the end, Molten Chess has no queen left. Or other way around. No, this is exactly how it is, because for some reason we're watching the opposite perspective. Always confuses me. It always confuses me when black is at the bottom and white is at the top. Why does that happen? Why does it always happen to me? It's too late to rotate. We stick to this. We have to stick to this. We have no choice. Alright, after all this confusion, it seems Balish won. Balish won against Molten Chess. Balish has 5 points after 5 rounds. Seriously? Balish, are you doing it? Can you do 6 out of 6 tonight? Can you join our team next season? Balish? Balish, you know what to do. Join the team. Win the tournament and join the team. 2 things to do. Okay, I'm done talking. Let's move on. We have Hendrik 42 Penguins, Havani here, both 2.5 points. They are fighting for some greatness in this tournament, for honor, for love, for passion, for chess, for cheese, and yeah, that's what's happening. A lot to watch out for here in this position. We had an OTB tourney the last day, that's why Mr. Richard is not here and I'm losing everything. Alright. Mr. Richard, you prefer OTB over this beautiful online tournament? Fair enough. OTB has better prizes. We only do diamond memberships. Still cost money. Not that much, maybe not that valuable. And not rated. Some of you guys, I know you pursue high classical rating. And that's an honorable goal. I also do. But unfortunately, I still have a lot to learn. And I still have... yeah, this little job here. To commentate matches. To commentate games. To stay on top of the game. And my chat got disconnected. Did I lose my internet connection? That's the question. Is my internet still working? Alright, I might have lost some frames, but I hope we're fine. Mr. Richard did terribly. Alright, Mr. Richard. You will come back. We all come back. Even I will come back. Even I will come back from horrible losses, the tough life situations, the tragedies of life, the whatever. Everyone will come back. Will come back stronger and win the most important chess game of your life. Never give up. Nearly got the 2000 elo, just slightly off. Yeah, I was actually following your elo progress, and I think also if we talk about the German elo, German elo will be changed very soon. I think next month. Everyone will get a boost in German rating. At least most players will. So after my last game in Kreisliga, I dropped slightly below 1700, but thanks to this rating update, I will go once again back to 1700. That's just how life goes sometimes. But I really want to get a higher rating than just 1700 eventually. I think I can do better. But that's another topic. But did you get 2000 elo, like the FIDE elo, the FIDE rating? That's super cool. Right, in this game, black won, and black in this game is Havani. Havani won against Hendrik 42. And I believe after talking so much, we'll just move into round number 6. It's time to go. Let me close the other windows first. So one of the top boards here, William 2806 playing against Havani, 4 against 3.5. And most importantly, Balish with 5 points playing against Runter von Mir. Runter von Mir might stop him from everything. Runter von Mir. Hello, my friends. Hello, W, U, W, and W. Rousseau Gambit. So when you drop F5 on top of Italian game, that's apparently Rousseau Gambit. Good to me. Good to know me. German elo is 2000. Nice, very, very nice, very nice. Going fast. Going up and fast. FIDE Master soon. 1980, super nice, well done. I hope at some point Molten Chess goes to some big tournaments, big open tournaments, and I can live commentate from here. I can live stream Molten Chess games. That's my big dream, guys. That all of you go to some big tournaments and I open up a stream and I commentate your games. I think that's the goal. And then we all can hang out in the chat. Some fans, some WhatsApp people, the Chess in Hamburg group, everyone can just hang out, watch your games, commentate with me, and that will be fun. But yeah, we need to get there first. Yeah, I hate choking. I choked in the last round of Kreisliga too. It was just, yeah. It was the worst day of my chess career for sure. I hate choking. Alright. And that's just how chess goes, I guess. I think sometimes you win, sometimes you choke, sometimes things just happen. Sometimes some days are good, some days are bad, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but without losing you never improve, right? You have to lose to get better. You have to get the feeling of that, you know, of that bitter feeling of loss. And then one day you get super, super strong. Big goals. And I still have my coffee and we still have 6 minutes to commentate. Yeah, Baller 04 with 5 points. And yeah, can he do 6 out of 6? That's the question. Super active chat tonight, I love it. It's a nice chill Sunday. We guys all just hang out, chat to each other, play chess, choke at chess, and some meaningless blitz games. But they're not so meaningless because in our tournament, thanks to our partnership with chess.com, We get to distribute diamond memberships every single week, and that's amazing, honestly. Like back in the day, we always wanted to host these tournaments, but we had no idea that we can do actual prizes. We were doing it just for fun. Also, in this game, we have Molten Chess against Abel, and Molten Chess is also in the chat at the same time. Molten Chess, focus on your game, god damn it. Alright, sorry. We also have Ranveer 100 against Hendrik 42. We also have, hold on. Yeah, guys, sorry, I got so distracted by all this talking that I forgot to update my screen. We have Marcino against Awesome Caramel. Awesome Caramel had a fantastic start of the tournament, but now he's at 2.5. Things went down for him later on. Yeah, we have Kulturladen against Vadim. I think that's a good matchup, but Kulturladen is probably gonna win. He's already winning by a lot, crazy stuff. Here we have Mark and playing against Sam 2-1, 2-2-2-2-2-2-2. And back to Balish game. Can Balish win? Tournament. 6 out of 6. I'm 100% sure he has never done that in our tournaments. I don't remember if he has won our tournaments before. I need to check. I need to check that. Yeah, guys. While I'm checking, I mean, we can follow this game and see what's happening. I think Balish has already choked. He's one minor piece down, and yeah. Maybe it's not 6 out of 6 anymore. But I'm still curious if he has won our tournaments before. I know Balish is a very strong player, but he's not playing very often. He's a busy guy, he has real life, whatever. But still cool to see him here and cool to see him winning. But the question is, if he loses now, is he still winning the tournament? He probably still has the most points with 5. Maybe someone else can catch up. So let's look around. So William will win here and also have 5 points. 5 points. Then we have here Abel and Mountain Chess both can only score 4 points. They're not contenders. Then we have this game also nobody is a contender. Alright. So William 2806, if he wins and Balish loses, then they are equal on points. And then tiebreakers will decide. And I don't remember how they played against each other. I assume Balish won against William, that's why he has 5 now and William has 4. Alright, anyway. Tiebreakers will decide. At the same time, I want to check if Balish has won our tournament. Did he win? Did he do that? Yeah, guys, don't mind me. I'm just doing my stuff here on the side. Trying to find the right screen. I have the smart Excel formulas that update everything. And I think I need to go to stats. I need to go to Balish to find Balish. He played in the tournament only 3 times and never won. Okay, so Balish might win for the first time, so that's super cool for him. But has William ever won our tournament? I also don't remember. William also played in our tournament 7 times and never won. So for both players, this is a chance to win for the first time. Balish is still fighting Bishop down. He's relentless. He wants to fight. He wants to play. Half a point for him is enough to secure first place. Never mind. William has lost against Havani. William is not in contention. Havani might score second place thanks to this. Crazy stuff. How did that happen? Some checkmate-ish. Checkmate stuff here. Yeah, this is just, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Well done by Havani. Great win. Okay, William was very close today, but not yet. Not yet there. Balish has won the tournament. There are no contenders left. No matter what happens here, he's first place. Which doesn't mean you have to sacrifice this game. Play till the end. Fight till the end. Show the spirit, show the fighting spirit. And join Stadtpark Barrio for the next season. I beg you. Please. I need strong players. Alright, D-pawn is not to be stopped. And Ronda Famir with a queen promotion. Surely winning this match for sure. Half a minute is more than enough to win this. More than enough. He is looking for checkmates. Unfortunately, there are no stalemate ideas. This pawn, this H pawn has still some miles to go. There will be no stalemate. In the other game, Molten Chess has won against Abo, Randir has won against Henrik 42, crazy. Then there is also Marcino against Awesome Caramel. I also hope Henrik 42 joins our team, by the way. Our team needs to grow. We need all the strong players next year. We need all the strong guns. Alright, and Ronda Famir wins against Balish 04, denying clean sweep for him. There is no 6 out of 6 for Balish. Not today. But it was super close. Very nice run by Balish. Balish, well done. Mad respect. Alright, anyway. We are here. And yeah, this game was just just ended on time. Alright, and yeah, just as like we said. Balish 04 with first place, 5 out of 6. Congratulations. Fantastic tournament, fantastic games. Great stuff. You beat many strong players today, and I think that's something to be proud of for sure. And Havani 4.5 out of 6 also. Great tournament. Second place, deserved. Both of you will get Diamond membership. I know both of you haven't gotten it recently, so welcome back. And William 2806 was also almost in contention for the first place, but one loss and it's over. This is very tight battle here in the tournament. Easy to win, easy to lose. It goes both ways, goes in every direction. Anything can happen. But also, yeah, let's just get into there and distribute the Diamond membership. The last random Diamond membership. For that, we have to go to clubs. I need to open the club. Hamburg Chess Club Stadtpark. Join the club. Every Friday we play in Kulturladen. Come to play, come to hang out. We also do other tournaments. Also, yeah, advertisement. We have daily chess league that you can still register for starting next week, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But most important, we go to club events right now, and we choose people who are contenders for random Diamond membership of the week. So here are the results again. I'm not sure what you can see on the screen. Yeah, I think you can see most of the results. That's pretty good. Alright, let me open now the thingy on the other screen, and also let me check the WhatsApp group if something is happening there. Yeah, thank you guys. Nice stream, good matches. Thank you, William. Thank you. I do all of this for you guys. I hope you enjoy the tournament. I hope you enjoy the commentary. I put a lot of passion and love in this, and I hope you enjoy it. And I love that you are joining the tournament, playing it. Just amazing. I think it's fun for all of us. And yeah, if you have friends who play chess but don't know about the tournament, please let them know. Let them join the tournament. The more the merrier. That's what I think. Okay. The contenders. Ranvir 100. Then Marcino. Abo. Leo 23. Also, I need to check who won last week, because maybe some of them haven't been distributed yet. Okay, 1 second, guys. I need to check if I'm... Okay, Marcino got the random membership last week, so we skip Marcino. Yeah, I was thinking he probably got it last week. So we can skip him. Then let me add... not Marcino. Then we have Tuan. Tuan played the whole tournament. He is also a contender. IG Kulturladen. Then we have Awesome Caramel, alright. A very good friend, as Jumali said. Who else? Mark Canter played the whole tournament. David didn't play the whole tournament. Vadim joined late, so I will not count him. Sam has membership, and that's it, alright. Yair, you left after round number 4. That's not nice. Okay. And also, if you have people who want to join the classical team, we have a classical team we promoted from Kreisklasse, from Kreisliga 2 years in a row. We're playing in Bezirksliga next year. I'm doing weekly online trainings. We have internal championships. If you want to start playing classical chess, that's the place to go. Contact me, join us. all that stuff. All right, let's rotate the wheel and find out who gets the free diamond membership or random diamond membership of the week. And I have my final sip of coffee. All right, Jumali. My friend, you did it. Congratulations on your diamond membership. I hope you put it to use and see, this is the signs from the stars. You joined us on Friday in Kulturladen and now you're being rewarded by the RNG gods, by the randomness. You got your random diamond membership. Congrats. Congrats to everyone, guys. Congrats to Balish once again for winning the tournament, even with losing the last round. Crazy stuff. Super fun tournament, guys. Have a nice week ahead. Good night. Enjoy chess. See you next time. Press like, press subscribe, all that jazz. And most importantly, share information about our tournament to other people. Let them join. Let's make this tournament big. Invite everyone. All right. That's it for today. See you next time. Bye-bye. Balish in the chat. Hold on. Great stream. Couldn't do 6-6 tonight. We go again next week. All right. Awesome. Join our team. Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.